You know, I kind of feel like it's become a theme on my channel to commit some crime. You know, like steal some identities, that kind of fun stuff. And, well, in today's video, we're kind of going along with that theme, because we're gonna be stealing a company's website today. I know you may be asking, like, how are you gonna steal a company's website? And, well, it actually is quite simple. You see, one day I was scrolling through a domain website, looking through domains, and I realized that the VTuber company Vshojo, they did not own all their domains. And me being the funny little guy I am, I saw this opportunity and I was like, well, I guess I have to buy one of their domain names. And so that's why today, everyone, we're gonna be stealing this multi-million-dollar company's website. Let's hope I do not get sued. Okay, so here's the breakdown on how we're gonna make this all work. You see, first things first, we're gonna need a domain name. The original domain name I was looking at taking was vshojo.shop, so I simply went to godaddy.com and bought the domain name. I mean, like, wow, that was actually incredibly simple. But then a friend informed me that I had misspelled Vshojo. I had spelled it with a U when it does not have a U, it is just Vshojo. So then I had to spend like over an hour trying to get a refund from GoDaddy support, which was absolutely miserable. So miserable that when I went to go buy the domain for a second time, I decided to just go to domains.com. This time around too, I decided to buy vshojo.net. And before I bought it, I made expressly sure that I spelled Vshojo correct. It would be even more embarrassing if I misspelled it twice. I mean, listen guys, please be nice to me in the comments. Like maybe say something like, wow Jack, you're actually really smart and intelligent and everyone makes mistakes. Because after a mistake like this, I could really use the kind words. But now that we own the domain, we need to work on the product designs. You see, while we could put real merch designs on the fake merch store, I just feel that would be dumb and boring, especially since I am a master artist.
I mean, as some proof, here's my rendition of the Mona Lisa. I know, they're practically identical.
Also, there's some existing Vshojo talent that does not have merch designs, so it'd be good to like fill in some of the cracks in the merch process, if you know what I mean. Dude. God, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Okay, so with the plan now set, I headed over to the Vshojo merch store to do some research.
For the Vshojo anniversary stuff, they have a Vshojo hat, so we don't make that. They have Vshojo joggers and Vshojo hoodies. I don't see a Vshojo t-shirt. No worries, I got them on that front. So they don't have any Haruka merch, but they have this empty store page for her. Everything's $29. It's $29 for an example product. You see, this is where we step in. We can fill the hole in the market for some Haruka merch. This is like some Omega genius level marketing. There's also no Kuro or Matara merch. On top of that, there's no Project Melody merch. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a hole in the market that we must fill. Oh my gosh, guys, oh no. If I'm gonna compete with Vshojo, I'm gonna have to compete with this. I mean, like, what the heck? Why are the models so attractive? I'm cheap. I can't afford models. But you know what? We'll worry about it later. For now, let's just get to working on these beautiful merch designs.
And so, get to work I did. I loaded up Photoshop and armed with my mouse, I started to crank out some designs. As I start to finish off designs, I load them into Adobe Dimensions, which is a software that allows me to make quick and easy mockups.
Okay, so I now have the product image files for the Vshojo logo shirt, the Haruka shirt, the Project Melody bagel shirt, the K9 Kuro dog treats, the Matara bug juice, and the Hime Hajime stream schedule. You see, it's funny because it's a blank sheet of paper, and she doesn't stream very often, so it's a joke saying she doesn't stream. I know, I'm like the peak of comedy, a very funny guy.
Now that the designs were made, it's time to make the website to host them on. For this, I used an Adobe app that I never thought I was gonna use, Adobe Dreamweaver. For those of you who don't know what Adobe Dreamweaver is, it's basically an Adobe program that allows you to visually edit the code for a website. I don't necessarily know if that's the best explanation, but we'll go with it for now. A nice thing about Adobe Dreamweaver is it has templates that it starts you off with. Even better than than that, it has templates that are specifically made for e-commerce. Which is good for me because I have no idea how to code a website from scratch and make it look good. From there, I was able to load in all of our fake products and add some fake price tags to them just for the fun of it. Also, you may be wondering how I'm gonna protect myself from being sued by Vshojo. Well, I put a little note at the bottom of the webpage kindly asking Vshojo not to sue me, so I think I should be safe. Looking at the website though, there was clearly something that was still missing. The website banners. I've been holding back on doing this because I have no idea how I'm gonna compete with the Vshojo models, but now I think I have an idea. I mean, I just need to get the most attractive model possible, and I mean, who's more attractive than Ryan Reynolds? So we'll just use some Photoshop to put him in our short designs, and oh my gosh, this is stunning. But we're not stopping here. I also made a design with Ryan Gosling and Arnold Schwarzenegger because I'm just crazy like that. Just quirky and silly that way. It's stunning though. I absolutely love it. I mean, like, these designs genuinely bring me so much joy. On top of adding the banners to the website though, I also wanted to make the add to cart buttons redirect the user somewhere. Because again, this is a fake merch store. You can't actually add anything to your cart. Changing the add to cart button to a link was actually quite easy though. It was literally just changing the link in the code. And with that, each link now redirects to a different site. Like the Project Melody shirt redirects to the Einstein Bagels site. I know, this is incredibly genius comedy. And with that, all that's left to do is publish the website. To host the site, I used PebbleHost. Why? Well, I actually use them for Minecraft server hosting, and I like them. And they're also pretty cheap. And I like that. Especially since for web hosting, they have a $2 a month plan. And so we obviously went with that. And I mean, it doesn't have much bandwidth, but honestly, the site's not gonna get many visitors anyways, and it's pretty well optimized, so it should honestly be fine. I can always upgrade it if I need more bandwidth.
So it's been a few months now since I have released the website, and so I think we should look at the website's analytics, see how it's doing. Did anyone visit? Hopefully they did. If not, this was a big waste of money. So if we just pull up the analytics panel for the site, we can see that, oh my gosh, the site has had over 800 unique visitors and 1,200 visitors total. It's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, especially since this has been over the past few months. But still, that's like not an insignificant amount of people viewing the website. If we actually look at the locations that people have viewed the site from, we can see that obviously the United States is the top country. God bless America. But interestingly, China and Japan are second with 21 visits from each of them. That is actually really perplexing to me. Like, who from Japan or China even is looking up vshojo.net? Is Vshojo big in China? I know they have a presence in Japan, but China? Really? Like, it's even more interesting seeing as the fact that they beat Great Britain, which only had 13 visitors. So, congratulations, China and Japan. The British, you need to pick up your game. Support Vshojo more. Go to vshojo.net. I'd also like to mention that since I have put up the site, that Matara has gotten merch, Haruka has gotten merch, Hinmei Hajime has gotten merch, Kuro has gotten merch. I'm not saying that I have influenced Vshojo to give these people merch, but I'm just saying it's a bit of a coincidence that they got merch after I released my website. Is Vshojo copying me and making merch for them? I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying it's a bit strange. Maybe they felt they had to, I don't know, compete with me? I am honestly really proud on how this project turned out. I mean, I just find the site so funny. It never fails to crack me up. And just giving some insight, I have actually reached out to Vshojo being like, hey, I have your domain name. You guys want it back? And I straight up have not gotten any response from them. And I mean, I don't want this domain name anymore. The joke is over. I don't need the domain name anymore. Vshojo, you can have it back. I don't quite know how to give it back, but you can take it. So, Vshojo, if you're watching this, hit me up. But you know what? I guess until Vshojo does reach out to me for their domain name, I guess you can call me the CEO of Vshojo. .net. You have to add in the .net or else I'll be sued. But with that, I guess that's all for me, the CEO of Vshojo.net. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Jack, and this is what I did.